What category should these be?
In a category. Or temperature.
I feel it's important that every student hopefully feels that their ideas matter and that every student's ideas are public in some way.
How long does it take to hatch?
The Scientist Circle is a special routine that we do as a class in order to create a space and time for us to share our ideas as a whole group together.
We're gonna bring our papers up to our circle. Let's hear these amazing ideas.
Because we use a Scientist Circle, my students are used to working in a community. They're used to being exposed to other students' ideas and being challenged by other ideas. And so our students are actually acting just like real scientists are.
And then look at it with a microscope.
One of the first times we use the circle within a unit is when we're trying to make sense of a new phenomena, and we build a model together as a class. Another time is when we're building our driving question board so that all students' questions end up on the board.
How does the liquid inside the egg help the chicken grow?
And then after we've figured out something during an investigation and we're trying to make sense of it, so we share our data, and we discuss our evidence, and we discuss what we have figured out and what we should figure out next. I feel it's important that students have something with them in the discussion circle, especially if they need to refer to it. So in the case of driving question boards, they need those sticky notes in hand so that they're prepared and they can read from it.
What happens when a yolk gets too hot or cold?
When we're discussing evidence from an investigation, it's important that they might have their data sheet.
We could either do a simulation about chick development in the egg.
The physical aspect of a circular shape is that no one is more important than anybody else. So it creates that sense of community and equity, and we can all see each other, which is really important, but we can also see the board, which might have some cues or instructions on it.
We could do an experiment where we watch them hatch.
We always have a goal during our Scientist Circle so that we use our time very efficiently and hopefully hear from lots of different students.
And see how they grow.
And we also do some nonverbal communication where students will do a hand signal for agree or disagree. And that also helps us hear from every student, even if it's not verbally. But every student contributes in some way.
Can the temperature ruin/kill the egg? I like sharing my own ideas because I want others to know I have an idea too. So maybe I can contribute my idea to an investigation. Can you hold an egg up to light and see the inside?
We can use a flashlight to be able to look inside of an egg and determine thickness.
The impact for students is that they feel like they belong to our community. And it increases engagement because we've all experienced something together.
Figure out what chickens need to grow.
Agree if you agree. Let's see the symbol.